Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more F1 Manager 22, the Alpine save. We have been on a rise here recently. Let's upgrade Pierre Gasly some more. Cornering probably a little up is good. Let's try to get that to 100, perhaps, before the end of this season. Jack Doohan has nothing. Leclerc has nothing, but there have been some good races. We sit top of the table in the team standings, driver standings. We're still at the top, but Max Verstappen is catching, of course, because the Red Bulls are so much faster than us. Let's take a quick look at the car analysis. We are pretty much a little above average, but if we look at the comparison with Red Bull, they do have a much bigger advantage than us. So hopefully the upgrades that come through today, I believe, will help us push this car a little further up the table. Hold on. Okay, design. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so they come in 6 and 7 days, so it's gonna be during this race weekend. So probably next episode, we will be able to bring those parts in. And just like that, we're ready for the Hungarian Grand Prix today. So let's jump in. Qualifying position, hopefully within the top 4 for both drivers. That is the aim for this weekend. Fastest lap, let's hope, and then positioning streak will be fine. Let's jump into it. And just like that, FP1 is done and dusted. Very quiet session, which is good overall. Piastri taking an engine penalty by the looks of it. Leclerc on a very worn engine gets P4. Wow, that is quite solid from him. Jack Doohan P17. Progress on the car setup is okay. Let's see if we can improve in FP2. Ooh, there's been a crash. I was gonna say it was a relatively quiet session, but there is a crash. It's a yellow flag situation. Tsunoda has crashed. What is this? The Haas possibly locked up and went straight on. Yes, he did. Smashes it. Ouch. Ooh, there's been another crash. Wow, okay, we're getting crashes galore in this session. It's a yellow flag situation. I don't see any cars stop, meaning that the car has moved on. It's Bottas. What happened to him? Oh, he's making his move. Oh, he spun wide. Ouch. That's a huge crash indeed. Unfortunate. Good news. Leclerc gives us an optimal set of confidence, and it is indeed 100%. So this is the optimal setup for Leclerc around Hungary. We still have one more practice session to go, so we're just gonna enjoy the rest of it with Leclerc. And there we have it. FP2 is over, and our drivers are doing exceptionally well to push this car. P4, P6, despite the worn engine components that we're running. Of course, Leclerc is 100%. Gasly is still in the works. He's in the 90+ range, so let's see if we can fine-tune it in the final session. Okay, there's a glitch here for sure, because I think the FIA takes 2 tires away from us from every session. So we did the hard and soft in FP1. Then we did the medium and the softs in FP2, but we still have a medium available to us. Softs are still available as well, so they only took 1 tire, which was a soft. Huh. Is that's a glitch, surely, no? I feel like this medium should not be available to us anymore, but hey, I'll take it. Okay, promising sign from Gasly as well. Optimal setup reported. Let's see. It's 100%. Finally got it. There we go. This is the optimal setup for Gasly. We got 2 optimal setups for both drivers, so let's hope that the qualifying session proves us to be a good one. Oh, hold on. There's been a crash. There's been a crash. I was trying to see out the rest of the session, but it seems like the Wasa has crashed. Ooh, this is severe. Lockup. Heading into the same turn that Tsunoda crashed, I believe, so it's a common occurrence. And there we go. That is it for the session. Then Leclerc and Gasly in the back, of course. No real need to push the car right now. 200% setups, which is amazing. So let's head on into qualifying. A bit of rain expected, and a little bit of rain expected for race day. So this is going to get spicy. Hope you guys are enjoying the video. If you are, there are a couple things you can do to support the channel. First off, press that like button and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe by pressing the red button down below and hit the notification bell as well, so you're notified as soon as I upload next. Thank you guys so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. Alright, so Gasly and Leclerc finishing up their first lap. It does not seem like rain is going to come immediately. It'll probably come in the later stages of qualifying. Gasly does get a fast lap here, fastest sector 3 compared to Leclerc, but it is a 1/10 difference. Almost 2/10 difference between the two drivers. 1:13.863, the time to beat for everyone else right now. Solid lap. I think that might be it for our Q1 session. Oh, Zhou crashed in qualifying. Let's take a look. He is out. I noticed that he had a red mark next to him. Ouch. That's a huge crash. Bad crash for Zhou Guanyu. Unlucky, mate. And our first lap really was it. Didn't need to go out again. Sainz and Verstappen causing problems in the front. Of course, the Red Bull are a lot faster than us. Zhou Guanyu, who crashed out, is out in P20. Schumacher, Latifi, Stroll, and Iwasa are out. So let's move on to Q2. Alright, and just like that, it does not seem like rain's coming at all yet. It must be a Q3 occurrence because it's going to be dry for the rest of this session at least. 114.0 on used softs. 6,000s behind is Leclerc. So not too shabby with the used softs. I think we should be through to the next round with this kind of lap. But let's see. Okay, so Norris crashed. I just saw a checkered flag next to his name. Let's take a look. He's crashed where Tsunoda and Iwasa crashed in practice. Locked up, went straight into the wall. Oh, that does not look happy or healthy for the McLaren. So unlucky, mate. And with that first run on the used softs, no big deal. The Red Bull cars are a lot faster. I think they used fresh tires here by the looks of it. But there is a significant gap between us, like the Red Bulls and Alpines, and then the rest of the field. There's a 3/10 of a gap between Russell and Leclerc, so that is quite solid. Norris, Tsunoda, Bottas, Albon, and Vettel are out. So final round. Hopefully there will be rain to spice things up. We'll see. Okay, so here we go. Rain is inbound. This is it. This is the lap and it's over. Magnussen splitting the Leclerc and Gasly. This is bad. Oh dear, that is actually bad. We got impeded by Ocon, so not quite sure if I can get Leclerc out there quickly again. That is a shame, a real shame indeed. Rain has started, so yep, it seems like Leclerc is taking a heavy penalty for that impediment by Ocon. I feel like Ocon should be getting at least a 5-position grid penalty for impeding Leclerc on his lap. So Verstappen just goes fastest again. Wow, unbelievable how much pace he has in the rain as well. Shame. Of course, no one's going to improve on a soft tire lap, of course. So Pierre Gasly is in the front row against the Verstappen. So we'll have to keep an eye out on strategy. Leclerc, unfortunately, down in P7 because Ocon doesn't know how to give the space and just let the racing lane open. He was in the way for the beginning of the lap. So Charles Leclerc got impeded. Unlucky, mate. But I know I have the strategy brain to get him back up to the front. So let's hope that pays off on race day.
Race day has arrived and the time has come for these drivers to fight it out wheel to wheel.
If qualifying is anything to go by, Alpine are set to have a fabulous race here. Let's see if they can keep it up. The work Red Bull did during qualifying was nothing short of spectacular. Now let's see if they can repeat that for today's race. The weather is very overcast here and teams are staring at the sky watching for the first sign of rain. Strategies might have to be quite flexible going into today's race.
And we're just over 300 kilometers away from the conclusion of this Hungarian Grand Prix. And each and every one of them is sure to be thrilling.
And just like that, let's get to it then. It's time for the race strategy. Let's do that. Alright, so I'm going for identical strats. We're going to double stack because rain is a factor in this one. Lap 22 is when the rain is expected to come. So we'll pit both of these cars for inters. We're going to start on the mediums, of course. Push on those mediums as well, and then move on to inters, and then we're going to go into another set of inters. There is a possibility that we could stay out for the whole session on the same inters. Another strat would be to move on to the wets here, because this seems like a solid wet stint happening. So we may be able to move on to the wets and then continue until the dry stint comes around lap 61. So that's the identical strategy for both drivers. A little over fueling in the cars and then pushing at the start. P6, P2 starting positions. Let's see if we can pull off a masterclass here in Hungary.
It's a somewhat overcast day for the drivers who've now taken position on the grid. And there we have Pierre Gasly. They're in second place on the grid, but that could so easily change in the first few seconds of the race. Leclerc there, down the grid. A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalize on it? The teams are ready to go.
And just like that, let's head on in. Let's see if my strategy mastermind is working well today. P2, P6 starting position. Good start is what we need. Let's go, Gasly. Let's push on Verstappen. Gasly losing out to Russell, who's had a good start on the softs. Interesting. A soft and a medium mix of tires going on here. Oh boy, Gasly might be losing positions. Losing lots of positions. This is not the start we needed. Oh, this is bad. Sandwiched by the Mercedes cars, but Gasly is pushing back. Indeed. Yes, this is what we need. A good pushback, and he's taking the momentum to take the lead. Gasly, with an unbelievable amount of momentum, gets the lead here. Unbelievable. Okay, let's try and get a gap going here. I'm going to drop you to aggressive right now. Keep that momentum. What about Leclerc? He's up to P4, weaving through the Ferraris and also the Mercedes of Magnussen. Russell just up ahead. Come on, let's go aggressive now and try to push for the remainder of this lap. He is doing exceptionally well, Leclerc. Trying to find his way back up the grid. Might make a move down the inside of Russell here. Yes, he does. Might get the momentum around the outside to make this move stick, because he does have the inside line heading into the start-finish straight. Yes, he does. And he makes the move stick. Let's go. P3. Okay. Gasly is pulling away from Verstappen. A full second ahead right now. I need Leclerc to start fighting soon so that Gasly can run away with it. I'm going to go to neutral deployment now. I think also for Leclerc, once he is in the move, halfway through the move. Oh, he's going up the inside here. Okay, now I'm going to drop him to neutral so that he bothers Verstappen a little bit to give Gasly a gap. And this is good. This is splendid driving from both drivers. A great start, what we needed. But of course, we need to pay attention to the rain that's going to come relatively soon. Oh no! Leclerc spun.
Let's have a look. Watch this.
Darn it, man. Leclerc, why'd you spin there?
Like a very nasty spin.
Shucks, this is a shame for us. P3 though, he is still in P3. The rain stint is all gonna matter, but this is good though. A little bit of a hope is that Gasly has this advantage, so when we do a double stop, it's not gonna be as bad. So yeah, this is let's see how this rain stint is gonna impact the race. Okay, rain has started. Rain has started, meaning we may need to start considering pitting these guys. Yes, I am pitting right now for inters. It seems like the right time. It is climbing relatively quickly. So we are boxing both drivers this lap. Double stacking down at Alpine. Come on, Gasly, come in. Yes, by the time he's going to leave, it's going to be 1 millimeter. So that's going to be damp conditions. So this is a good call because Verstappen continues. We're going to have the advantage for a lap. This is splendid call. Good call, good call. Absolutely stunning call. Hopefully we don't get stuck in the pit box. And we're out. 2.4. This is good for Gasly. Can we get a clean stop for Leclerc? 2.3. Yes, and we're out immediately. Yes, 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 yes. This double stop has worked to perfection. Gasly's at pit exit. We're going to drop him to standard. Yes, we already did. And Leclerc, are you on standard as well? Let's take a look. Yes, he is. So let's keep pushing then on the wets or on the inters. And it's going to be damp conditions. So we do have the advantage over Verstappen. We just have to make sure we pass him when the time comes when he's in the pits. And here we go. Moment of truth. As Verstappen is in the pits, he is now exiting with the inters. Gasly has made his way through the start-finish straight and takes the lead again. Where's Verstappen? He's on the pit exit. Leclerc has closed the gap for sure. For sure, he has closed the gap. Look at this. It's going to be tight right on the rear of Verstappen. That double stack was absolutely golden. Golden strategy. Come on, Leclerc. Let's try and get this guy. Come on, come on, come on. You have much better tires. Temps are much more stable than Verstappen's tires. So let's see. Come on, let's get him. Oh, triangle move. Nope, doesn't stick. But I have a feeling that he is going to be able to make the move soon. But hey, this is a long race, so let's keep an eye out. Just saying, Gasly just left Russell. Gasly just left Russell. Oh my god, Gasly just left him. Wow. Unbelievable how the strategy makes that much of a difference. That's a shame, Russell, man. Shame. Leclerc's still stuck behind Verstappen. Let's hope that he stays aggressive with him. Okay, we've entered the very wet stage of the race, and Verstappen has the momentum and is about to overtake us. It is getting wet. I think I might pit Gasly for wet tires right now, because we are entering the wet stage of the race. Where's Leclerc right now? Could we bring him in? Technically, now he's going to come in next lap if we do. Let's test the waters out for Gasly. I think it's going to be wet, because that is absolutely wet conditions, so hopefully. Let's see, 2.3 is a good call. Good pit stop. I think we'll be well ahead of Sainz possibly, or maybe even just behind him. I don't know. I think we'll be ahead. No worries. But let's keep an eye on the conditions. Let's see if this was a good strategy call. Okay, track conditions changed to wet briefly, but it's now dropping down to 3.9 again. We need to make sure that rain goes back up. We are gaining an advantage over Sainz. He did overtake us for a brief moment, but we do have an advantage as the rain comes back. I think I might go Leclerc light. Let's put Leclerc on light tire usage. Perhaps that's going to give him a little bit of an advantage, because I don't think I'm going to pit Leclerc again. I think I'm going to keep him out until the dry stint comes.
Red Bull moved up.
It's back down, so... Yep, Gasly had the unfortunate situation. It is Inter's conditions. Unfortunate. Alright, rain has ended, so let's bring Leclerc in for fresh sauce for the remainder of the race. We only got 12 laps.
We have you pick confirmed.
I believe it is okay to see out the rest of the race on the softs. Gasly as well, he's done well to try and stay competitive on the wets, but let's bring him in for the dries. Let's bring him in now, please, quickly, because I feel conditions are going to dry up soon. It's still wet. Hold on. Hold on. I think I might cancel Gasly's pit and send him on another lap. Let's see. I may have called it a little too early for Leclerc, but let's see. 2.4, not bad. Okay. I'm going to keep Gasly out, though. I'm going to keep Gasly out. Okay, now it is dry conditions, so Leclerc's okay. He can push now. Let's push. Gasly's coming in this lap. Come on, Gasly, get to the pit lane. Thank you. So he's pulling early as well. Okay, this might be an interesting call. We have a massive gap to Sainz. Unfortunate that Leclerc lost so much position. Verstappen is still out though. Okay. We do have the ability to push, so let's go aggressive with the tires.
Push. Copy.
Okay, Gasly's out. P9. Oh, that is poor positioning, but we can overtake everyone with a nice push. Let's get this. Aggressive and push with the fuel as well.
Profile cells for a push.
Come on. Come on, boys. Okay, fastest lap, but also Sainz is on the pit exit here, and we do overtake him. So this is good. Leclerc back up into P2. Verstappen is still too far away, and I think Verstappen already pit, so unfortunate. But let's try and catch him best we can. Gasly up to P5, and slowly catching Perez, who's a full minute behind everyone else. What? Really? A full minute? Is that true? Jesus. And just like that, final lap. No way we could get Verstappen. I think I pit Leclerc a little too early, a tad bit too early. But let's see if we can stay ahead of Sainz. Fuel is looking okay. We got 0.0 laps of fuel, or 0.0 kilograms of fuel in the deficit, meaning that we'll finish the race. Gasly has the fastest lap, 42 seconds behind, and he has a 3-ish, 2.7 second gap to Perez, so it's not a double podium like last time, but the Red Bull is significantly faster than our car. We need those two upgrades to come through for the next race, and we do have those coming in right now as we speak. So Hopefully by Spa-Francorchamps we'll have an absolute beast of a car that can combat the dominance of Red Bull right now. But right now, it's looking good. I'm going to give Leclerc the rest of the ERS to deploy, and I'll give Gasly as well a little bit of ERS. Verstappen has won the race, but P2 for Leclerc to keep things interesting, and fastest lap for Gasly, but I don't think that matters. But there we go. P2 for Leclerc, not bad for a car that is struggling. And here we go with Gasly. Let's push.
For the end of the race.
Yeah. Leclerc's not happy with it. I'm sorry, mate. We tried. But here we go. Gasly's bringing it across the line. Slowly gaining on Perez as well. So that's good. Sainz was just too much ahead as well. Unfortunate. I think the wet tire was a big mistake. If I wanted to pay for another set of inters, perhaps that would have been a nice call. But it is what it is. How many pit stops did people do? Yeah, everyone did 2, and then some did 3. So yeah, there we go. That is it then. End of the race. Gasly down in P4. Solid finish. Well, unfortunate.
This was a decent race from Charles Leclerc. Never have a team been more deserving of a podium. Everyone must be ecstatic. And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. You've got to say it was a solid drive from all 3 of them up there. A fantastic showcase for Formula One. This wasn't bad at all from Alpine. Now the question is, how can they make it better next time?
There's no rest for F1 teams. Let's hope their hard work can get them closer to exceeding expectations in the next race.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
Next time, the teams will be adding another year to the legend of Spa-Francorchamps. Anything can happen at the Belgian Grand Prix.
Well, that's unfortunate. We just don't have the pace. Max Verstappen way too fast in the Red Bull. Leclerc P2 was quite a feat. We made a couple minor mistakes with the strategy calls, but hey, I think still decent result to get P2 and P4. Better than what we expected. I was expecting a P3, P4, but being able to get a P2 with Leclerc is good. So Sainz also on the podium. Gasly, Perez, Ricciardo, Bottas, Vettel, Ocon, and Albon in the points. Tsunoda, Norris, Stroll, Iwasa, Piastri, Magnussen, Latifi, Schumacher, Russell, and Zhou round out the finishers. Now, driver standings wise, still in the lead, 11-point gap now. It's shrinking. This is bad. But hey, Gasly is still tightly behind, close behind Verstappen. So let's keep things interesting. Constructor standings wise, we didn't lose too much. 11-point gain for Red Bull. But hey, we're still in the lead here, dominant in P1. We got upgrades coming in as well. So that is some good news for the next episode. Belgium, Spa-Francorchamps, very important Grand Prix to win, of course. A solid, fast circuit. So hopefully we can make it happen. 4.6 mil made, 1.835 mil out in bonuses, 6.4 mil profit in total. But hey, gained, and then profit is 4.6 mil. I'll take that. Let's see what Belgium has in store for us.